Students, my purpose is basically academics. Okay, I am basically a teacher. Okay, so I want students to get the best of the knowledge because people can grow with this. Okay, and with the basic knowledge, students can become really they can get a great heights in career. Okay, so let us see now. So we will go with thermodynamics. Thermodynamics. Very important topic, and lot of times we do not know how good the concept is and how easy this thermodynamics is. Okay, thermodynamics is one of the easiest topic which is considered to be one of the tough topics. I don't know why. One of the reasons why it is considered to be tough is because we don't know mathematics. Okay, and we cannot remember, our human brain cannot remember a number of what you say formulas. It is difficult to remember formulas. Okay, so that is why we feel difficult. Okay, I will now today this particular thermodynamics will not be the way in which in your colleges it is being taught. Okay, we are going with more of mathematical approach. Okay, whatever we have studied in what do you say exact differential, inexact differential. Okay, and the people who have not studied that, I will teach you here only along with the class only. And Maxwell's equation, all are differential equations, and our thermodynamics becomes strong only with the differential equations. Okay, so let us see that today. First is definitions. Today we are going to see with the definitions only. This is just like any of your VTU classes. Okay, definitions. Okay, so one by one we will see definitions. Okay, thermodynamics, when you say what is thermo, is related to heat. Dynamics, how heat flows. Correct. So if you consider thermodynamics, dynamics, when you say, you consider forces and such kind of things. We should not take like that. Okay, thermo means heat, and then flow, how heat flows. Okay, that is what it says generally, how this heat flows. But when you consider heat, it is not just heat that is considered in thermodynamics. Okay, heat flow is considered somewhere in heat transfer. Correct. So thermodynamics is not heat transfer. So this is a bit of misnomer. Okay, so here what we can consider is when you consider thermodynamics, it is a play of heat and work. Okay, dynamics, you know, is considered with work, is it not? Because work is force into distance, right? F dx. Correct. Integration of f dx, f dotted with dx, f being a vector, x being a vector. Okay, what is that? That is work, is it not? And that work, because whenever force is there, it is dynamics. So that way this dynamics can be justified, because when you consider in mechanics, if you consider kinematics, what is kinematics? Kinematics is with respect to without forces, right? This is without forces. Correct. And then you have statics. We cannot say thermostatics, is it not? Statics is with forces, without movement, without forces, motion. Correct. And when you say dynamics, it is forces plus motion. Correct. Forces plus motion. And work is one thing which has force plus motion, is it not? You have to apply force and it will go a particular distance. So both force and motion is there in thermodynamics. Okay. Lakshmi Narayana is I don't know. Lakshmi Narayana is there in the class today. I put in the this one. Is Lakshmi Narayana not part of Apex classroom? Just a second, students. He's there. I put the link there. No. Oh, he has not seen it. Anyhow. So this week for civil engineers, there won't be class in the evening. Okay. But for mechanical, it will be there. Okay. So dynamics relates to forces plus motion. Correct. So what is happening? Thermodynamics is related to work, which relates to force and motion, and heat. Thermal and dynamics. Okay, like that we can justify, okay, that it is thermodynamics. Now let us see one by one all the definitions. Okay, First definition whenever we have to say thermodynamics is what is a thermodynamic system. Thermodynamic system. Okay, let me put in the other this one. This is enough. Okay, I'll put it in the other things one by one definition. Okay, let us see what is thermodynamic system. One by one we will write, students, and we will understand. Okay, so it is a quantity of matter. There is no other way other than writing this like this. Okay, quantity of matter. It is like IPC. Okay, Indian Penal Code. You have to write it, then understand. Okay, or any region of space. Region of space. Region of space to which, or region of space that is considered for analysis. That is considered for analysis. So it can be quantity of matter or region of space. When I say quantity of matter, very important. When I say quantity of matter, this relates to control mass. This relates to control mass. When I say region of space, when I say region of space, this relates to control volume. Okay, control mass is related to closed system. Is related to closed system. Control volume is related to open system. Very important. Control volume, closed system, open system. Now, what is a closed system? What is meant by a closed system? What is a closed system, students? Closed system is the one where matter cannot cross the boundaries, is it not? Cannot cross the boundaries. Okay, that's it. Where matter cannot cross the boundaries is a closed system. Open system, matter can cross the boundaries. Now, I have not defined what is boundaries. We will define that. Okay. Fine, students. Is that clear? Okay. Now, this is the first definition. Okay. Second one. What is surroundings? What is surroundings? Okay. Now, everything outside the system boundary, everything outside the system boundary is surroundings. Everything outside the system boundaries is surroundings. Now we have to keep in mind, when you say system boundaries, system boundary can be rigid or flexible. Very important. System boundary may change also. Okay, it can be rigid, it can be flexible or moving. Okay, flexible or moving. Very important. Okay, this has to be understood. Okay, is that clear, students? And also, it can be system boundary can be real. Two things. It can be real or imaginary. Okay, it can be real, that is real in the sense you have a physical boundary present, or it can be imaginary boundary. Make sense? I'll write this again. Write it this way only. See, notes should not be like only words, sentences. It can be images like this system boundary. You can have rigid, you can have flexible. System boundary can be imaginary, can be real. When you see it only, you get it. What more is required? Correct? You know English, you can always write it in terms of English, but forget what is important. Your writing is not important, your understanding is important. Make sense to this? Any doubts here? What is required? Only that I'm telling you. Okay. I'm not going to give you very big notes. No, that is for VTU. That is for university exams. Okay. Where your marks depends on the length of your what is say questions answers. How many centimeter, that determines your marks. It's not like that. Is it done, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Okay, you have to tell me. Okay, otherwise I'll be just here only. Okay. Next thing we have to consider is what is a universe. Universe is nothing but system plus surroundings. Okay. Next we have considered closed system. Okay. In a closed system, okay, matter cannot move, cannot cross the boundary. Energy can cross the boundary. Okay. Boundary can be flexible, or rigid, but must be physical. Very important. Must be physical. Okay. Now, if you consider open system. Okay. Matter and energy in the same form of heat. Okay. Energy can cross the boundary. Boundary is generally imaginary. Boundary is imaginary. Okay, and may not be physical. When matter crosses, how it is physical, is it not? Physical first thing. Then there is isolated system. What is an isolated system? Isolated system is the one where matter and energy cannot cross the system boundary. Make sense, students? All these things you know, is it not? And you know all the definitions, you know all the examples and all those. I'm not going to go in depth of it. Okay. So closed system, if you want, you can say piston and a cylinder arrangement, you can see. You can put a piston and you can cylinder. This is a closed system, correct? If you say open system, you can consider jet engine, correct? A nozzle is an open system. A nozzle is an open system, correct? A nozzle is an open system, okay? Jet engine is a open system, okay? Jet engine is open system, okay? Isolated system, okay? What is it? Isolated system is insulated piston cylinder arrangement, can be isolated system. Universe is isolated system, keep in mind. Universe is an isolated system. Sometimes it is used interchangeably, okay? Universe is isolated system, okay? Another example is your properly what do you say, insulated, okay? Properly insulated piston cylinder arrangement can be the isolated system, okay? Provided nothing goes into it, okay? It's very difficult to understand isolated system, okay? So how does isolated system work? Okay, and in isolated system, it can so happen that boundary can change, keep in mind. So in isolated system, boundary can be flexible. Or in a particular isolated system, there can be some chemical reactions. That is possible, okay? Make sense, students? Any doubts here? Next, let us go with properties. Okay, any system has its properties. Okay, how does a system has properties? What are the different properties it can have? Okay, we will see. And what are the types of properties? So this cannot be made more interesting. Okay, this is basics only. Okay, so interesting things are yet to come. Okay. Here, all these things has to be told. If it is not told, it is not complete. Correct? And our Vivian has told about broadcast room and all those things. I will see to it. How can I do it? Okay, because there has to be a bit of planning, and I'm not sure whether I can do recording with broadcast. Okay. And one more point, students. See, whatever discussions you have, because I will not have access to it. Okay. Students can do discussions here itself. Okay, in the message section. Last time students used to do that. Okay, if they did not understand, they will put discussions over here. Okay, so that anything you want to tell, you can tell it here. Okay, that you did not understand. I'll be seeing that. Okay, but I will know how much you have understood, how much you have not understood. Okay, that is possible. Okay, any question, say isolated system, you have some thoughts, you can put it there, don't worry. And anyhow we are going slow, so you have time to do that. Right? And previously, when Akshay and Surakshit was there, okay, they used to what do you say? They used to have fun also there. Okay, pulling each other's leg. Okay, so when the class is very happy mode only, then you can learn something, students. When it is very serious, you will not learn. Keep that what you say happy informal mood. Okay, that is always helpful. Okay, and I'm not like what you say where you consider a standard teacher who will what you say have discipline. I'm not worried about discipline, frankly. Okay, I'm worried about learning. Okay, so when learning comes, seriousness comes naturally. Okay, nobody is here in this class, at least. Okay, who are being pushed to the classroom. Okay, who are pulled and made to sit in the classroom. There are none here. Okay, till now in my 4 years of GATE coaching, nobody was there who was to say like who did not want to come and was sitting in the class. No. So generally, even if some jokes are cracked or something like that, there was no trouble at all. Everybody was with one mindset, correct? With one mentality. Now the same thing I tried to implement in one of the engineering colleges, and I failed miserably. And the reason is because there it was taken for granted, and the studies was not happening. Okay, fun here and there is okay, but the thing is that It should not be taken somewhere else. The whole session should not be hijacked into something else. And that will happen only when responsible students are there in the class. Okay? Especially in the private engineering colleges, what happens is students, more than half of the students are uninterested students. Only 30 to 40% students are interested. Okay. So, so one student openly told to me, "Sir, I come because my father told me to do it. That's why I came. Why do you want to come?" Because I was very open. Okay. He said, "Sir, I want to get a bride afterwards. Okay, that is the reason I am doing this. My father has a hotel in a restaurant in our Mumbai. Okay, we have money, sir. We want name that my son is a B. Fine. He has to run the restaurant. That's it. Okay. So such kind of students are not there here. I mean, okay. Yeah, done. Is it done, students?
Yes, sir.
One, fine. Now next we will go with property. Property. Okay, this is not the property of that Mumbai person. Okay, Mumbai guy who has restaurant. They're not that property. This property is thermodynamic property. What do you mean by property? Something which defines a system. Okay, so you can say observable characteristics. Observable characteristic. Characteristic of the system. What is a property? Observable characteristic of a system. This is a question in gate in interviews. They generally ask, what is it? What is property? Observable characteristic. Example: pressure, okay, temperature, and this one plus I'll tell you quantities that can be how can I say that? Wait a minute. Observable, okay, let it be. Okay, observable quantities of a system. This is a very general thing. There are exceptions to this. Okay, observable characteristics of system: pressure, temperature, volume, mass. All these are properties. Okay, now there are two types of properties. Okay, yeah, when you say observable, okay, observable characteristic, there are two types of characteristics. Okay, this is property. Now when you consider observable characteristic, there are two types. One is directly observable, directly observable, and indirectly observable. Another one is indirectly observable. Correct. When you say directly observable, these things, okay, pressure, temperature, volume, mass, okay, these are directly observable. Indirectly observable: enthalpy, internal energy, entropy, etc. These are all indirectly observable properties. Do you have any other example, students? Properties, can you give me? Are there any more properties that I missed? Is there anything else?
Energy.
Huh?
Okay, it's
Internal energy is there. Okay. Then you may say potential energy of the system. Yes, you can say potential energy, kinetic energy. All these things can be considered as internal energy also in a particular way fashion. Okay. No, internal energy only is with respect to temperature. No, potential energy, kinetic energy. Yes, of a system. Yes, we can have it. Then anything else? Okay, done. So this is about property. Okay. Now, what are the two types of property? Extensive property, intensive property. What are these? We will see. Have you written this down, students? Write it down first. Then we will see what is intensive property, what is extensive property. And sometimes it becomes very difficult to guess which is intensive, which is extensive. There is a way to differentiate extensive and intensive. And this comes generally in ISRO exams. Okay. Students, let me tell you one thing. Whatever I am doing now, you may feel that sir is doing theory like this. They will tell you any questions in your any exams. For example, you take ISRO, you take ESE, you take GATE, you take any example, HPCL, SSC, JE, okay, any exam that asks technical knowledge, okay, I am preparing you for that. You can see that for yourself. Okay, you see my topics what have been done. Okay, 1 week it's anyhow free for everyone, so anybody can come and see my classes and see that the topics which I have done. You will find in 1 week at least 5 or 6 questions in any exams. Okay, and when you complete the whole thing, the whole 95%, I will not say 100% because 100% is too much of ask. Okay, there might be somewhere some things which is out, but 95% of the subjects questions will be the one which I have solved in the class. Okay, and sometimes the theory questions, okay, which comes, that I will insist on those theory questions. Okay, so all the theory questions will be answered at least. Okay, problems, no, problems might come anywhere, but you will have the theory to answer those problems. Okay, yes. Okay, any other doubts, students? Done. Let me go for the next slide. Students, you're slow in writing.
Yes, sir.
Done.
Yes, sir. Done, sir.
See, I cannot see in the classroom, in the actual classroom, I can see whether everybody has written or not. Here I cannot see. You have to tell me you have written it. Okay, then only I can go forward. Okay, and it is very important to write the notes in the class itself, not afterwards. Okay, don't go afterwards. Okay, afterwards there is no time. Okay, beat gayi so baat gayi. Okay, so don't waste. Don't say afterwards I will do. No afterwards. Now itself. Beat gayi so baat gayi.
Sir,
Yes. Tell me.
the screen has got blurred and your voice is a bit breaking.
Is it so? Others?
Sir, it's fine.
No, it's fine for us.
It's fine.
Yeah, voice is
Okay,
fine.
sir, there may be a mistake from me.
No, don't worry. You can tell me when it is like that. Okay. No problem. Okay. If it is for everybody, then
Okay,
I
sir.
think it is the problem with me. Okay. And one more thing you can say is you can message me. Okay. Directly you can message me, and I will be seeing my WhatsApp again and again. So directly put a WhatsApp message. Okay, sir, your screen is getting blurred. Okay. And one more
No,
point.
it's proper, sir.
Now it's proper. Good. Okay. See, there are sometimes some things will come in this electronic equipments. Okay, we cannot predict. Okay. Another point, students. Today, Prathamesh told me that see the internet is becoming a problem. I am taking a lot of what to say data is going in this attending classes. Students, I will tell you, Geo you can bring fiber if it is there. It is very cheap. Okay, around 470 rupees. Okay, you have to pay and you will get 110 GB per day. Okay, and if you are in a city, you can get this, or you can go with BSNL also. If you are in a bit of rural area, BSNL also you can get. That is also you will get around 30 Mbps. Correct at this one. Okay, you can use BSNL or Airtel. Okay, don't go for other things, students. This cable people and all those things, they will charge you very hefty. That starts from 1,000 to 1,050, and also it is not that fast also, and they will not give you so much of data also. Okay, so kindly use that, and it's very cheap. Okay, and this is, and in the classes, in the 8 hours of class, we in a day we go. Okay, so it's very important you have data. Correct. So yeah, this is like you are giving for transportation. If you are attending the daily classes, okay, offline classes, okay, then you have to give for transportation. Is it not, students? Think similar to that. Okay, so yeah, and you have to pay around 1,500 rupees as a deposit. That's it. Okay, then they will give you back. Okay, don't have to pay anything extra. 1 month is free of cost. Okay, so Geo, you take 1 month, then you go for something else. I don't know. That way you don't do, but still. Okay.
Could you go to previous slide?
Yes.
The previous slide.
Previous slide. I'll go 1 second. Yeah, please. Yeah. Thank you, Vivian. My students are giving me good insights. Thank you. Okay. See, there is one insight here to check whether my internet is good or not. Okay. You can go here troubleshoot and help. Okay. Network stability. See, on the higher end it is there. Okay. Understand? See, it's very good. Okay. So
Sir,
my
yes, sir. In the graph, you can check, sir.
yes, in the
You
graph.
put a cursor on the line. You put a cursor on the line. If it's below, if it is straight line, then the network is stable. If there is any disturbance, the graph will go up and down.
Yes. So it's stable, is it not?
Yes, sir. It's stable, sir.
Okay. Okay. So that is one of the things. Okay. So sorry, I'm old nowadays. Okay. So today generation goes with the 5 or 10 years. The generation changes. Okay. So me being now nearing 40 years of age. Okay. I am in 2 generation bigger than you. Okay. So I want your help in these things. Okay. Yeah. Done, students.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Very
Sir,
good.
are there any other indirectly observable properties?
Yeah.
As you mentioned.
Directly observable
Are
properties
there
like pressure.
indirectly?
Repeat again.
Indirectly.
Indirectly, yes. Indirectly observable. Indirectly. Pardon me for my handwriting. Okay.
Are there any other properties?
Directly and indirectly observable. That's it. Correct. What can I be else
Sir.
other? Correct. Can you think about something which is not directly observable, not indirectly observable? Yeah. Who's that was asked the question?
Yes, sir. That's what I wanted to know.
Yeah, nothing else, sir. Only two. Sorry, Vivian had asked this question. Okay, there's nothing else. Only two. Nothing else. Okay, you cannot have anything other than that. Indirectly observable, indirectly observable. How can you think something else?
Yes, sir. Under that. Under indirectly.
Yeah.
Under indirectly observable.
Under indirectly, there are number of things. Okay, what is given here under indirectly when I have, okay, this is what I can said now. Okay, there are other things also like fugacity is there. Okay, then there is lot of in chemical engineering you have number of things. Okay, that we will not TC about. Okay, so we will see only what is required for mechanical engineering. This much is enough for us. Okay, so let us not look at other things. This is more than enough. Okay. Is there any other property which is indirectly observable? Just let me think. Internal energy, entropy. Oh, that's it. Then you have Gibbs free energy. Okay, you can go for Gibbs free energy. Okay, Helmholtz function. Okay, all these things. Okay, those things we will not see. Okay, Helmholtz function. There are number of things. Okay, Helmholtz function. Okay, a lot of things will come later on when we go with the things. That all those things we will tell students. Okay. Yes. Gibbs free energy is very, very important even for metallurgy. Okay. How it is important, we will see when we go there. Okay. Done. Now, what we have done, we have come till here. What is a property? Done. Next question. Next one. Okay. What is meant by, there are two types of property. One is extensive property. Extensive property. And intensive property. Extensive property and intensive property. Now, this word itself has something here. Extensive property depends on extents. Extents means how big it is. When you say extents means how big it is. Okay. Intensive depends on intensity. Intensity. Okay, the word itself can help. Intensity means how concentrated it is. Okay, how concentrated. Okay, that is the type, if you can measure, that is intensive property. Example, extensive property can be, example, let me tell you, mass, can be volume, etc. Okay, energy, total energy. These are all extensive property. Bigger the material, more the energy. Bigger the mass, bigger the matter, more the matter, more the mass. Bigger the mass, bigger the volume. Okay, like that. Okay, how big it is, it depends on that. Okay, Big means more volume. Big means more mass. Big means more energy. Big means can be more, say, enthalpy. Okay, big means more entropy. Okay, like this. Okay, depends on how big the extent is. Okay. Intensive property is how intense it is. Example, density. How intense it is, how much mass is there in a particular material, that shows the intensity. Okay, so density. Then what else you have? Specific volume, not specific volume, yeah, specific volume also. Okay, specific volume. Then what else? Can you tell me some intensive property?
Sir, pressure.
Pressure, very good. Pressure. Then temperature, very important. Very, very good. Any other things? Pressure, temperature. Then
Sir, what about specific heat?
good. Specific heat is a intensive property. Anything else? Anything else?
Force.
Force. It's not a property. Very important. Okay, force is not a property. Force is externally applied. Keep in mind, it does not say the state of a system. Force is not a property. Why? I will tell you later on. Force is not a property. Write it down. Force is not a property. And
Sir, viscosity.
yeah. Viscosity, very good. Very good. Come again. Another. Others. Others. Specific heat, viscosity, and all comes under directly observable properties. Okay. Yeah. Anything else? Come fast. For the students. Come on, students. Any other things?
Surface tension.
Huh?
Surface tension.
Surface tension. Very good. Surface tension. Then you have to list a number of properties here. Surface tension. Then vapor pressure. Yes. Then what else? It's a property. Vapor pressure is a property. Then specific properties. Specific property. Like specific energy, specific entropy, specific enthalpy, all specific property. Specific property means, what does specific property mean? Specific property is an intensive property. Keep in mind, specific property is an example of an intensive property. Okay, and specific property means property value divided by mass. So many, that property divided by mass. Okay, that is specific property. Specific property is an intensive property. Very important. Specific property is an intensive property. Specific property is an intensive property. Make sense, students? Okay. Yeah. Any other doubts? Yeah, you can write this down and tell me the moment you finish writing. Now that it is not done, extensive property, intensive property is not done. There is more to it. Okay. I have not given you the definition till now. I have explained you, that's it. Now this one is not foolproof definition. This is not a foolproof definition. Okay, a foolproof definition is going to come. Okay. Done? Very good. Okay. Now, next point. Okay. Now, when you consider extensive property, okay, when you consider,
Sir, one second.
I'll go back. Please write it down. Write it neatly. Very important. Take time. Okay. But don't tell me the moment you finish, you say, I have finished. That's it. Now, the person who said 1 second, he has to tell me when he finishes. Till then, nobody will talk. Nobody else will talk. Okay. Oh. Okay, it is not clear for our Tilak Raj, I suppose. Is it not Tilak? Tilak is there? Tilak? Hello? Tilak is not there. Tilak Raj? No. Tilak Raj is there, but
Is it? Hello?
now how is it? Is it clear now?
It's blurred, sir. Screen.
Okay, 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 okay. So what you can do is, I think it is because of the data problem. Okay. So I think you may have to invest for that Geo or PSN. Then it will be better.
Uh,
And it is cheap, students. It is cheap. Okay. It is not costly. Okay. Whatever your mobile data you are taking, it will be cheaper than that. In fact. Okay. And everybody in your house can use it. When you are in a house, it will come at 110 GB per day. Okay. So you have to be so extravagant in using every day. The whole day you see movies, still it will not be over.
Done, sir.
Yeah, done. Okay. So now let us see about extensive property. When you consider extensive property, what does that mean? Let me tell you. Extensive property means, okay, the value of the whole is equal to the value of its parts, of the parts. Repeat again. The value of the whole is equal to the sum of values of the parts. I'm sorry. The value of the whole is equal to the sum of values of the parts. Sum of values of the parts, then is it extensive property. And if you consider intensive property, it can be said that the value of the whole is equal to the value of the parts. For example, let us take a whole here. Okay. Now let us consider this being cut into this many parts. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 parts we have done. Correct. So now if I say the mass is m, and every mass, say m1, m2, m3, m4, m5, like this. Okay. Till m12. Correct. So we can have total value of the whole. Okay. Value of the whole comes out to be this, is equal to the sum of value of the parts. Correct? Sum of value of the parts. Make sense? Up till plus m12. Correct, students? Now, if I consider, for example, let us consider density, for example. Okay. What is the density of the whole? Say density whole. Density whole. Okay. And then let us take parts. Okay. Parts can be any number. I'll make small here, I'll make big here, I'll make very, very small here. Okay. So it can be anywhere. Okay. It need not be equal. Correct. So I will say this is row 1, this is row 2, row 3, row 4, like that. Up till row 15 I will put here. Okay. If I put that, then row W is equal to row 1 is equal to row 2 is equal to row 3 up till is equal to row 15. This defines what is extensive and intensive. Make sense? Make sense, students? When anybody asks you what is extensive property, what is intensive property, say this particular definition. For an extensive property, the value of the property of the whole is equal to sum of the values of the property of the parts. Then it is a extensive property. If the value of the whole, if the value of the property of the whole is equal to the value of the property of the parts, then it is intensive property. Make sense? Easy. This is how we have to understand. Thermodynamics becomes easy when you understand like this. Okay. Step by step, you will see how easily you will go to a highest level, students. There is no difficulty. It has to be told in a proper fashion. Then thermodynamics is not difficult. And it's very interesting. Very, very interesting. And also in any interview, okay, whether you go for a small job or a big job, the first thing they will ask is what is your interesting topic, subject, okay? And nobody will dare to say thermodynamics is their interesting subject. Why? They know if I say thermodynamics is an interesting subject, they will get, it is like giving a beating stick in the hand of the interviewer. Say beat me, okay? So we have to be very careful not to say thermodynamics as an interesting subject. But there is a catch. If in fact you are good in thermodynamics, like you are going to be after attending these classes, okay? If you are good in thermodynamics and then you say you are good in thermodynamics and you prove it, okay? What you have to do, you have to have a very strong area and take him to that, because whenever you say thermodynamics is your interesting subject, the interviewer will think, he will smile at once, okay? Thinking that bakra aa gaya abhi halal hone ke liye. Okay? So they will think there is a bakra that has come to get butchered. Okay, but then you show that you are not a bakra. Okay, and that then you will get selected. Okay. Similar way in fluid mechanics. If anybody asks what is your interesting topic, say turbulence. Okay, and you know how turbulence we have done, is it not? In the basic level, we have mastered turbulence. Correct. In fluid mechanics. Correct, students. So, what is the toughest subject, toughest topic? Be the best in that. Okay. Yes. Done, students?
Done, sir.
Yes. Very good. Everybody? I'll move
Yes, sir.
on. Yes, very good. Okay. Next one. Next thing what comes is, what do you mean by state of a system? State. Okay. Now, state is a condition specified by the property. State, it is the condition of a system specified by its properties. Specified by its properties. It's a condition of the system specified from the properties. So now if I say some property, say we are having pressure and volume, say pressure and volume. Okay. Now when you say a particular P1 and you give some V1, then what happens? We are saying a state 1, which is defined by P1 and I'll say S1, state 1, S1, P1 and V1. You are specifying state 1 in terms of pressure and volume. Then say some thing goes, some process goes, okay? and you reach another state, okay, S2 of P2 V2. So S1 and S2 defined using properties pressure, so states, I'll say states, okay, states S1 and S2, okay, states S1 and S2, states S1 and S2 defined using properties, okay, defined, I write it here, defined using, or are defined using S2, are defined using properties pressure and volume. Simple, students, easy. Okay. Next thing is what is meant by equilibrium state. Okay, what is meant by equilibrium state? State is over. Okay, state can be any way. Next one is equilibrium state. Next slide we will do it. Okay, once you've finished it. Generally, the advantage of equilibrium thermodynamics is that only two states of a system is enough, or only two properties of a system is enough to define the state. How that comes, we will see later on. Okay, there is one great book by Truesdell, okay, which says Tragicomical History of Thermodynamics. It's a great book, which is later on you can see it. Okay, I will write that book. Okay, when I did chemical engineering thermodynamics in IIT Madras, okay, Professor B. Ravi of chemical engineering department, he suggested this book. Okay, Tragicomical History of Thermodynamics. By Truesdell. Very interesting book. Okay, not now. Okay, not for you now. Okay, it becomes difficult for you to understand now. After I do thermodynamics, later on you can go and see that book. Okay, you'll be interested to see that. Okay, because it is tragical as well as comical, both. Done, students? Next, we will see what is equilibrium. Okay, let us see what is equilibrium state. Equilibrium state. Okay, now when you consider equilibrium state, okay, now a system is said to be in equilibrium if there are no changes in the properties there are no changes in the properties of the system without any external stimulus. Okay, without any external stimulus, there is no changes, then it is stationary, but then it is equilibrium. Okay, just like this particular what do you say, this particular paper, sorry, this particular bottle. Okay, so now if I put it here like this, okay, now there is an external stimulus stopping it, correct? Now when it reaches the constant velocity, when it reaches the constant velocity here, okay, until and unless I have an external stimulus there, it will not change, correct? It will continue to go. That is a equilibrium state. Or if I consider, I keep it here, okay. See now, this water which is there inside this bottle is not still in equilibrium state, is it not? So now after some time it will settle down, okay. When it has got into the settling place, that is a equilibrium state, okay. When it is settling, okay, that is not an equilibrium state, got it? So there is external stimulus, it goes here and there, and then it stops at a place. When it has stopped at a particular state, then it is equilibrium state, got it? For example, let me tell you one example, another one. The example can be this way, okay. See, you have a boiler, okay, Bunsen burner, you say, okay. It's an external stimulus, okay, and here there is water, okay, in a container or a beaker. We have a water here, okay. Now here what happens, here it is heated up like anything, okay. This can be considered as a system, okay. This water can be considered as a system. Now when you remove this beaker, okay, when you remove this beaker, the temperature will not be the same all through the beaker. It will take time for this constant temperature to be reached everywhere, is it not? So until that constant temperature is reached, it is not at equilibrium state. Make sense? Make sense, students? Correct. So that is how equilibrium states are defined. Done.